Hello everybody, and welcome back. Last time we managed to secure some supplies from the Neo Arcadia train, and we obtained a new form as well as the Thunder chip and a new EX skill. This time we're going to continue with the missions that El Paiso has assigned us. But before we go any further, for the next mission that I plan on doing, I actually want to see if I can bring a specific Cyber Elf. I may not end up needing it, but I might as well show how you actually feed them and, well, download them. So I don't really need Arnu, I'm just feeding it so I can show you how they evolve. There we go. And now if we wanted to, we could actually download it. But that is not the one that I want. So you can download up to 3 elves at a time. And the one that I actually want is Stoken. Alright, let's head back to the command room. So, the mission that I plan on doing next is the mission on the power room. So before I start, I might as well point out that this particular mission stands out among the initial 4 because it has a considerable number of different routes as well as a few hidden rooms. However, since I want to make sure that we get a good score on the mission, I will do a straight run for the boss and then I'll revisit the mission and get everything that I may have missed. So let's start. There's no way to exterminate all of Neo Arcadia. The rumor says that there is an arms factory in a city situated at about 100 kilometers north of our resistance base. We found a power reactor supplying electricity to the factory close to there. If we destroy the power reactor, we would be able to limit the number of enemy soldiers. Will you do it? Good luck. Destroy all power reactors to put a stop to the factory functions for good. Currently there are 4 power reactors in operation. So for this mission I plan on mostly using the Sea Buster, though I will have the Sea Saber as a sub-weapon. So those floating enemies right there, they're called telebombs, and they're sadly part of the mechanic involved in this particular mission, as well as a few others. We have to actually use them to destroy some of the walls around us. Also, yeah, as you saw, they destroyed this particular wall. And right there, you can kinda see that there's a small amount of space right there. And if we manage to throw a telebomb right there, we could actually proceed further. But for now, we'll just continue on as mentioned. And here we have the first reactor. Luckily, with the laser shot, it is quite easy to take out. There we go, and we got our first Cyber Elf. So there is something that is rather annoying about this particular room. We see that we have spikes, and even if you're touching them from above, that is to say, if you're not touching the pointy bits, they will still kill you instantly, which I do find rather annoying. And right there, this is one of the different routes that we could have accessed, but we'll leave that for next time. Also, as you go further, the reactors, they have, let's say, higher security. For example, they will actually, the bullets now bounce on the floor, and they do become tougher and tougher to deal with. Luckily though, assuming that you still use the Sea Buster and the Shield Boomerang, you should be fine. And right here. So this room is where the Thunder chip and the Spark Shot really come in handy. as you are about to see. So those small enemies right there, they're called toy tanks, and they are part of a, let's call it, minigame. If you take out all of them, then you'll see a small flying drone that will zoom across the screen. If you take out that drone, you will get a rare cyber elf. But we messed up. However, the spark shot is really useful for taking them out because it will occasionally kill all the toy tanks in a column. So I want to give it one more try. If I fail, I'll just do it later on the next mission. Come on. There we go. The first ones are green and rather slow, then we have the purple ones, which are considerably faster and quite tougher to take out. There we go, come on, come on, come on, come on. Really? One more try. There we go. Okay, here come the purple ones. They're also really useful for unlocking a specific form, which hopefully we will have unlocked by the end of this mission. Okay, here come the blue ones. By far the faster ones. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn it. Well, we'll do it on our first revisit. For now, let's continue on with the reactors. Let's actually change for... Let's remove the thunder chip because the laser shot deals more damage, I believe. Damn it, I didn't want to do that. Alright. 3 down, 1 more to go. And here we have the last one. Alright. And of course, here we have the boss. What are you doing here? How dare you fool around in my area? I am Phoenix Magnion. Well, you'll pay for this insult. With my Phoenix Flame, I shall purify your evil mind with my flame. So, this particular enemy right here, it has a bunch of rather interesting moves. And, well, it has its CX skill and another move, which I would like to show, but it would require me to take damage from him. Since I don't want to do that, I'm going to record those and I will show them to you later. So if you don't have the charge shot for the saber and the thunder chip, this battle can be rather difficult. But if you do, it is somewhat easy. Come on. Yeah, it is almost done. Also, whenever you hear rumbling, be careful where you're stepping, because yeah, you'll see pillars of flame appear out of nowhere. Oh, he actually got me. Alright, so we'll discuss that move later. For now, I just want to finish the battle. And I really hate that copy move because I can never really tell where the real one is. There we go. I am a phoenix. I will be back again and again until you pay for your insult. Alright, let's see how we did. Alright, 98. Nice. We got the flame chip, we got the EX skill of Phoenix Magnum, the Tensho-san, and yes, a new form has awakened. The X form has become available. Thank you very much, Zero. Another concern has been handled thanks to you. and our operations are moving smoothly. I am now very confident of our success. Alright, so a couple of things to go over. First off, now that we actually took out Phoenix Magnon and the Power Room, in all of the regular sages, we will no longer encounter any of the regular Pantheon enemies, because, as Alpaiso just mentioned, we have somewhat crippled Neo Arcadia's production means. Other than that, we have of course unlocked a new form, the X form, and it says, obtain the Buster Shot. So, the first time that I read this, I was really excited because I thought that the change would be also a visual one, meaning that Zero would actually have a regular handbuster instead of the gun that he uses in the Zero series. That is sadly not the case, but it is still a rather cool form. So, as it said right there on the screen, when it comes to stats, it has 3 in power, 2 in defense, and 3 in speed. And the main effect of this form is that you can actually have 4 bullets on screen at the same time, and also your buster shots are supposedly stronger than usual. And the way that you unlock this form is by taking out 40 enemies with the C Buster, and that is why the toy tanks are so useful in getting this particular form. The one downside, I guess, is that the C Saber is somewhat weakened. You can now only perform your second slash of your triple slash combo. Though I read that it is apparently supposed to be a nod to X in Mega Man X6, because in that game that is the one single attack that you could do with Zero's C Saber. So if that is the case, that is a neat touch, I guess. Alright, on to the new EX skill that we obtained, the Tensho-san, which, if you played as Zero in every previous Mega Man X game, this move will probably seem familiar. Yep, it is the Upward Sword Strike, and since we got it from Phoenix Magnon, who is a flame enemy, if we equip the flame chip, the move is quite stronger. We go higher, and of course it deals fire damage. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite EX skills in this game, and I would say in the series as a whole. However, now that we got the flame chip and our new EX skill, I think it's time that we actually revisit a few areas. First off, let's head for the Forest of Dices, because now that we have the fire chip, we can actually do something about the treetops. Like this. And also, we can actually also take out the plant enemies right here. Alright. And there we have it. The one Cyberelf that we were missing. So, we got Yeppy, let's actually leave. Alright, and now let us revisit the power room, because we do have a couple of things that we need to deal with there. Yeah, so since you can technically find the reactors in a few different orders, there's no real end point for this particular mission. So if you want to leave, you do need to use the escape unit. So it's a nice touch that they actually mentioned that. So right here. Now that we have the Tensho-san, unlocking that small area is actually much easier. Though I did miss right there. There we go. And right here we have the Cyber Elf Grandi. And since Cial is interrupting us, that means that we actually got a rare Cyber Elf. And that enemy right there, they're called panel cannons. And if we take out, I believe, 7 of them, they should drop a Cyber Elf. So let's do just that. Or maybe 6. Well, whatever. Come on. There we go. So we could proceed from this route, but since I want to give another shot at the toy tanks, we're going to pretty much follow the same route that we did before, with a couple of exceptions, of course. Really, come on. Alright. Okay, right here. There we go. So, some of these pipes you can destroy, but others you cannot. And the game doesn't really make it clear which ones you can and you can't. There we go. And right here. And right here. Come on. There we go. Come on. There we go. And finally, right there. Come on, come on. There we go. No, come on, really? Come on, just a little more. Perfect. And here we have a hidden mini-boss. So this is a fire golem, and the golems that we fought in the desert were technically thunder golems. Not that we will know because we didn't have any elemental chips at the time, so it didn't make much difference at all. But he does drop a Cyber Elf. Okay, I think we're only missing the Cyber Elf from the toy tank minigame. So let's see if we can actually get to it. Actually wait, I think we have to go back because otherwise I may just skip that particular room. Yeah, I think we have to go back. Ah, but I can't. Let's see, maybe I can make it there. Really? Nope. Oh well, at the very least I can show that there is another hidden mini-boss right here. And the Sea Buster is the perfect weapon for it. Right here. We have this crab enemy, whose name I do not know. There we go. Come on, fall down already. I think I better restart the mission and then go for the toy tank room, so we'll do just that. Alright, let's try that one more time. There we go. Yeah, I know. Okay, here we are. Hopefully we can get this right. Oh, I missed one. Right, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Yes, I got him. But of course, it will take freaking forever before he goes down. So, this is why I was hesitant to do this during the main mission, because this can really kill your clear time score. So I think I'll just do a quick cut here to when he actually lowers down. So I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds, I guess. Finally, and we got double. And of course CL comments on it because it is a rare cyber. So I believe we're done. Let's actually leave. Alright, so we are pretty much almost done with the episode. Just a couple of things to go over. First off, I'll put up a video on screen showing Phoenix Magnion's EX skill, which I was actually rather lucky that he didn't pull off, because it is somewhat difficult to avoid. I would say it's probably one of the toughest EX skills to avoid. And then we have the other move that he pulled off, the one in which he summoned a couple of old enemies. So it went by a bit too fast, so I'll be putting up on screen their sprites. So the enemies that appear are Bile, Agile, Beat, and Colonel. And I have to say that the choice is somewhat odd. I have no issue at all with Bile and Colonel, they make perfect sense. But you never get to fight Beat and Agile as Zero. I can understand that maybe they put Agile because he is one of the ex-hunters who had one of Zero's pieces in the second game. But personally, I would have put Dynamo instead of Agile and Sigma instead of Beat, because I think they are far more relevant to Zero than Beat and Agile. And speaking of Sigma, I believe that he's never mentioned aside from one text file in Mega Man 02 and maybe in Mega Man 03, which is actually rather odd, because he was a main player in the Maverick Wars. But anyways, so that is it for now. We completed yet another mission as assigned by El Paiso. We'll just go over the new Cyber Elves that we obtained, and I'll see you guys next time. Kulopi is a small nurse cyber elf. She has a bunch of duplicates. She doesn't require any energy crystals at all, and her effect is that she will fly above you, occasionally dropping health pickups, and she has a temporary point deduction of 1. Grandy is a rare nurse cyber elf. She has no duplicates, she requires 1000 energy crystals, and her effect is that she will double your maximum health, and if used in conjunction with the other 4 nurse cyber elves that boost your health, your overall vitality is multiplied by 4, and she has a permanent point deduction of 10 points for the first stage that she is used, and then 5 points for any further stages. Double is a rare hacker cyber elf. He has no duplicates, he requires 700 energy crystals. Its effect makes it so health pickups and E-crystals have double their usual value, and it has a permanent point deduction of 10 points for the first stage that it is used, and then 5 for any further stages.